Every day, millions of people censor their words, adjust their personalities, and mute their individuality, not out of morality or strategy, but out of fear. Fear of judgment, fear of exclusion, fear of being misunderstood. We check how many likes a photo gets, rehearse conversations before we speak, and often live not by our own values, but by what we think others expect of us. But this isn't new. 2,000 years ago, Stoic philosophers were already diagnosing this condition of misplaced concern. Figures like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca endured political exile, betrayal, and even death sentences. Yet they cultivated an inner fortress of calm, independent from the opinions of others. They believed that true strength comes not from dominance or applause, but from sovereignty over one's own mind. In an age of constant noise, the Stoics offer clarity and a way out.
Imagine this. You're sitting beside a flowing river, watching leaves drift by. Each leaf is a thought, some bright, some torn, some caught in little whirlpools. But you are not the leaves. You are the riverbank, the observer. This simple image echoes Eckhart Tolle's teachings, Buddhist mindfulness, and modern psychology. But why does this matter? Because 90% of our suffering stems from believing every thought we have as truth. A Harvard study found that we spend 47% of our waking hours lost in thought, often regretting the past or fearing the future. Today, we'll explore the illusion of the thinker, where Tolle meets cognitive science, how the ego tricks us with a fascinating mirror neuron experiment, the power of presence and how it rewires your brain, simple practices to step out of mental drama. This isn't just philosophy, it's freedom from mental slavery. Close your eyes. Listen to the world within. That voice? Tolle calls it the thinker. He writes, "The beginning of freedom is the realization you're not the thinker, the voice of the thinker." But here's the paradox. The thinker believes it's you. It says, "I'm angry," as if anger defines who you are. But in truth, you're the one observing the anger. Cognitive scientists call this self-distancing, a proven way to reduce suffering. Kross et al. Nature. For example, when you say, "I am stressed," you fuse with stress. Try instead, "I notice stress arising." This subtle shift, called linguistic diffusion, dissolves the thought's power. Your thoughts are like subtitle tracks on a movie. You didn't write them. They're conditioned by parents, culture, trauma. A Yale study showed 60% of our thoughts are repetitive, like a broken record. But you? You are the screen, the space, the awareness. The ego isn't evil. It's a survival mechanism. It says, "This job title is me. These memories are me." Story time. A 2007 University of Virginia study asked people to sit alone in a room for 15 minutes. No phone, no distractions. 67% preferred mild electric shocks over being with their own thoughts. Why? Without external distractions, the ego panics. Tolle's insight? The ego feeds on time. It clings to past regrets. "I failed," and future fantasies. "I'll be happy when." But in the present, it starves. Neuroscience confirms the self is a dynamic illusion. The brain's default mode network, DMN, stitches together you moment by moment, like a film projector. But pause the film, and you find light. Practices for returning. In the quiet moments, the present calls to you, reminding you to return. But how do we anchor ourselves in this presence amidst the noise of our thoughts? Let's explore simple practices that can guide you back to stillness. The 5-second pause. When stress surges, ask yourself, am I this thought or the one noticing it? This simple question shifts your perspective. It gives you space between you and the thought. It's a pause, a breath in the storm, and it works. Research from UCLA shows that this small act can reduce cortisol by 23%, calming your mind and body. Try it now. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and ask yourself, am I this thought or the one noticing it? Feel the shift. Journaling prompt. Write. Today, I noticed my mind telling me. Externalizing the voice of your thoughts on paper can create separation. The mind loves to identify with its stories, but by writing them down, you're taking the first step in becoming the observer. You're no longer lost in the narrative. Instead, you are the writer, creating space between you and your thoughts. Tolle's inner body. Exercise. When you're overwhelmed, or even when you're at peace, bring your awareness to your body. Feel the energy in your hands, the sensation in your feet, your chest rising and falling with each breath. This practice pulls you out of the incessant chatter of the mind and anchors you to the present moment. You are not your thoughts. You are the aliveness in your body, the presence in the room. Journaling prompt. Write. Today, I noticed my mind telling me. Externalizing the voice of your thoughts on paper can create separation. The mind loves to identify with its stories, but by writing them down, you're taking the first step in becoming the observer. You're no longer lost in the narrative. Instead, you are the writer, creating space between you and your thoughts. Tolle's inner body. Exercise. When you're overwhelmed, or even when you're at peace, bring your awareness to your body. Feel the energy in your hands, the sensation in your feet, your chest rising and falling with each breath. This practice pulls you out of the incessant chatter of the mind and anchors you to the present moment. You are not your thoughts. You are the aliveness in your body, the presence in the room. You are the space between thoughts, the silence between notes. You are not the story your mind tells. You are the awareness behind the story. In this busy world, it's easy to get lost in the noise, the endless chatter of the mind, the constant pull of expectations and distractions. But if you stop and listen, you'll hear something deeper, a stillness that's always been there, waiting for you to return. This is the power of presence. It's not something you do, but something you are. It's not a future goal, but a present reality. You don't have to chase it. You don't have to strive for it. You only have to realize it. The thoughts that swirl in your mind are like clouds passing through the sky. They come, they go, and they don't define the vastness of the sky itself. Just as the sky is vast and open, so too is your true nature. Beneath the layers of thoughts, emotions, and stories, there is an ocean of stillness, always present, always available. As you go through your day, try this. When you catch yourself lost in thought, pause for a moment. Step back and ask yourself, am I this thought or the one noticing it? This simple question can open a door to greater awareness. It's a doorway into the space between thoughts. It's a practice of remembering who you truly are, the observer, the witness, the presence. The more you practice, the more this awareness will grow. The more you return to the present, the more you will begin to realize that you are not the past, nor the future. You are the now. You are the moment. And in this moment, you are free. And when you experience this freedom, something beautiful happens. The pressure of the mind begins to dissolve. The constant worry about what's next or what happened before starts to fade into the background. You realize that the present moment is enough. You don't need to be anywhere else. You are whole, exactly as you are, right now. Even when life feels overwhelming, remember that you're not the chaos. You're the peace that exists beneath it. And the more you align with this truth, the less control your thoughts will have over you. You will begin to experience life as it is, not through the filter of your judgments or fears, but through the lens of presence. The noise of the world may continue, but you'll no longer be swept away by it. Instead, you will stand in the quiet center of your being, fully awake, fully alive. So, take this with you today. Carry this awareness into your interactions, your thoughts, and your daily activities. Whenever you find yourself lost in the mind's stories, take a breath, step back, and ask yourself, am I this thought or the one noticing it? In that simple pause, you'll reconnect with the space of presence that's always within you. If this message resonated with you, we'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below with, "I am the sky." It's a reminder to yourself that you are the sky, vast, limitless, and free. Not bound by the thoughts that come and go, but the witness of them. If you want to go deeper on this journey, be sure to subscribe. We'll continue to explore the practices that help us remember who we truly are. It's a journey inward, one that offers more peace, more presence, and more freedom. Remember, you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind them. And this awareness is always with you. It's who you truly are.